One Show held its very first diversity boot camp right here in South Africa. Joining me in studio is South African board member of One Show, Ross Charles. He's going to tell us about what happened during this diversity camp that took place at the very first weekend of July. Hello.
Hi.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Now, before we get into what happened at the boot camp, can you just briefly explain to us what One Club is and what its relationship is with One Show?
Okay. One Club is the holding company of the One Show. So One Show is an award show. That's one of the many events that the One Club holds.
Okay.
And the One Club is it's a non-profit, and the idea is any money, extra money they make from the entries go into training and education, and trying to uplift creative standards. So this boot camp is one of the initiatives that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it in America because, believe it or not, if you go into American ad agency, they're mostly white.
Really?
Yeah, it's just, I guess, what happens is parents of black kids don't think ad agencies or advertising and marketing is a great career, rather pursue traditional. So, you know, and historically, ad agencies anyway, generally in the white community, are a harbour for all the misfits. Yeah. And so it's not an obvious career choice. And so, yeah, so they run this diversity workshop, which is really aimed at bringing in anybody who is not white into the industry and try and just elevate their creativity. And it's all student level. I mean, it's entry level. And when I became board member, it just was serendipity that they appointed me board member, and actually this is an issue in our country. Yeah. We need more black people in our industry, especially in Cape Town. Cape Town is, it's in dire, it's a dire situation.
Now, we've spoken before about needing diversity in the ad industry, and this boot camp is one step, I guess, towards getting that in South Africa. Yeah. Tell me about what happened during the first week of July.
So we recruited 60 students. They all arrived wide-eyed to the Fire and Ice hotel, and we gave them the brief, which was from Woolworths, which was really nice. They were the major sponsor. And the brief was for their sponsorship of the Cape Epic, which I think was kind of cool because it was a subject that was, I think, totally not in their realm. You know, normally we'll pick a topic that's close to their hearts, but actually they had to get out of who they were and get into the heads of cyclists and mountain bikers. They then were introduced to their 4 teachers. So they were divided up into 4 classes almost. Each had a teacher. 2 of those were from America, so two creative directors, and then 2 local creative directors. They then, with the teachers over the 4 days, had to wrestle with a brief, then come up with ideas, and then develop those ideas to a point of presentation, a PowerPoint presentation. On the 5th day, they all lined up, and alphabetically, each team presented their idea. And the client was there, so Leon Jacobs from Woolworths was there, and all the judges plus some extra people, and we looked at the presentations, we gave comments, so on. Then we locked ourselves away in another room, and we punched it out and chose a gold, silver and bronze. Then that evening, Kai Langer from Coca-Cola in Johannesburg, who's also a famous social media chap and author and so on, and he came down and he was the MC, so it was quite glamorous. I mean, we try to make it as close to an award show. You know, and for some of these kids had never even been into a hotel.
Wow. So
it was, for them, I think, just, you know, they ate well, we fed them, and after every day, in the evening, we had a local creative director come and do a lecture. So Alistair King from King James, Graham Lang from Y&R and so on, you know, Mike Shallett and Sergio from 99 Cents. So they each came and did a presentation to them. They learned about, so beyond just working on the brief, they also learned different aspects of the industry. Gillian Rightford came and did a presentation on how to present. So it really is just like these building blocks to try and give these guys an extra boost.
Yeah.
And then we had an award show and we had a beer and everybody left happy.
That's great.